So Sika Dunyoh is my name, and I am the Associate Director of Patient Advocacy at Travere Therapeutics. I am not going to be talking as much about our therapies as I am going to be talking about how we partner and collaborate with the leukodystrophy community and organizations like Hunter's Hope. So I have, next slide. I have been with Travere since March of 2020. Prior to joining the team, I worked at NORD as the Director of Education Programs. I'm based in Washington, D.C., and I work in this space because of my sister. At Travere, we talk a lot about our why and why we do the work that we do. And my sister is why I pivoted my career in marketing to rare diseases. My sister passed away from a rare autoimmune disease in 2008. So I consider myself a rare disease advocate and a former rare disease caregiver. So in my role at Travere, I collaborate with patient advocacy groups like Hunter's Hope to support the rare disease communities that we serve and to ensure that we're bringing in patient insights so that we can assure that we're being patient-centered. Next slide. If you're not familiar with Travere, we are a small biotech company in San Diego, and we are committed to developing life-changing therapies for people with rare diseases. We work in the rare kidney, rare liver, and rare metabolic disease states, including leukodystrophies. We have a therapy on market for Zellweger spectrum disorder. We also have a therapy on trial for cerebrotendinous xanthomatosis, CTX. At Travere, our slogan is "We are in rare for life," and that means twofold, that we are committed to the lives of people with rare diseases. And also, as long as our company exists, we will be working for the rare disease community. So rare diseases is at the heart of our work. Next slide. So we are a proud partner to the leukodystrophy community, and we provide support to a number of programs and initiatives that provide education, access, and support for the leukodystrophy community. With Hunter's Hope, we've provided support, obviously, to this conference, but also to the LCN, which I look forward to hearing more about later in the program, and also clinical practice guidelines for CTX. And then beyond Hunter's Hope, we also provide support to ULF, to ALD Alliance, and to Global Foundation for Peroxisomal Disorders, to speed diagnosis, to provide support, to educate, and to elevate the leukodystrophy community. Next slide. So our company has invested funding to ensure genetic testing to help people with Zellweger, ALD, and CTX receive a diagnosis. Since 2016, we've provided over 7,000 genetic tests for free. Since that program has begun, we have helped 17% of those people receive a diagnosis for something. It may not necessarily be one of those disease states, but they have received a diagnosis of some sort. And so we're really proud of being able to help people receive the diagnosis that they need so that they can seek that treatment, get the care that they need. In addition, last year, we launched a genetic test for CTX by offering a free bilateral cataracts panel. So, in addition to the support that we invest in, we also are trying to do our part to speed diagnosis. Next slide. And honestly, I don't know if the slides are advancing because I'm looking at my Word document. So I'm just praying that we're all in sync.
You're good. You're good. You're doing fine.
Um, so it's also important to us that we ensure that our work is guided by the lived experiences of the people that we serve. So this year we launched a patient advisory council that includes patients and caregivers from the therapeutic areas that we work in. And the goal is really to ensure that we're getting their feedback and their thoughts on their experiences, but also our internal programs and initiatives, such as patient materials, clinical trial protocols and design, et cetera. And I'm proud to say that 2 people from the leukodystrophy community sit on this council, and they both have been really wonderful and have provided great insights during the short time that they've been on the council. Next slide. So in addition to providing support and gathering insights, we also want to make sure that we're doing our part to help educate not only the communities, the rare disease communities, but also more broadly HCPs and other groups that will engage with the leukodystrophy communities we work in. So we've provided support to NORD and to a couple of other organizations to develop educational resources for CTX, bile acid synthesis disorders, and Zellweger. In particular, the NORD videos have been a really great way to not only offer very easy to understand descriptions of these diseases in a very engaging way, but also these videos through a company called Osmosis are offered as a subscription product to medical schools around the world. And so we're ensuring that the next generation of HCPs will have a leg up in really understanding these diseases and will be great care partners when the time comes, as they see these patients come in their exam rooms. Next slide. This year, we have launched an initiative. It's an awareness initiative called Rare Life, where our goal is to highlight the stories from people in the communities that we serve. So, we have created a space on our website to feature these stories. We also have been hosting these stories internally so that staff can really see and hear the voices of the people in the rare disease communities we work in. They're on our intranet as well as our email newsletter. And we have a couple of families from the leukodystrophy space that are highlighted on our website, and we plan to highlight more in the future. But we want to ensure that everyone from the finance department to our corporate communications department to facilities and every department in between really understands that the patient is at the center of everything that we do, and they are why we do what we do. And so that is really the end of my presentation. I would be remiss if I don't talk about collaboration, and none of this would be possible without the collaboration and partnership with Anna and Jackie and other patient advocacy groups that I work with. I'm so fortunate for their commitment and the time that they dedicate to me and to our organization as we think through how can we do better, how can we help, how can we support the rare disease community. And so I couldn't do this alone. I appreciate everyone at Hunter's Hope, and I look forward to continuing to work closely together in the future. So that is it from me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And this is my email address if you have anything you want to reach out to me to discuss personally.